Welcome to Drink Wine Be Crafty. I'm Megan. Today I'm going to show you how I made this little SVG file using some free pictures in Cricut Design Space and using the Group, Attach, and Weld tool. I'm going to show you guys how to use those. This is going to be an awesome beginner tutorial. We're going to click on the image icon. Now I did already filter it to free things and I looked up cup and a wine glass came up. I was so tempted to use that, but I'm going with the coffee cup, and we're going to just click on that and insert the image. Anytime you download, maybe buy an SVG file, or at least most of the time, it comes already grouped. So you see all the layers, but it has the option to hit ungroup. So we're going to ungroup that, and that will make it to where we can move each of the colors and each of the layers around, and we can edit them, change them, delete them, and all that jazz. So I am not loving some of these colors. Not sure if I even want all the layers either. So I know I don't like the green. I'm going to click on this green, and usually with the back I like to just use black on a lot of things because it makes the colors pop. And then this blue, I guess the blue is just the color of the heart, because once you overlap everything, whatever is the second layer on top of the back one is going to be the one that is the color of the heart. And I'm not sure that we need the blue layer. So now something to think about, now that I have these stacked on top of each other, I can't click on the blue. See, when I click on it, it highlights the cup. So if I want the blue, I can just come over here and click on that layer and delete it. Also, let me undo that. If you want to just kind of play around with the design and see what you want to do, instead of deleting it, you can click the eye and that hides it. And you can delete or hide. Either way, it won't show up at the end if you want to, when you're ready to cut it. To use the tools, I want to select all, so we can click select all here, or you can actually just highlight all of it and it will select it. If you click group, it puts everything together. It allows you to move it around. And then if you click make it, it still has everything on separate mats. So it will still cut everything in separate pieces. Each color is a separate piece on a separate mat, which for a project like this is what we want. But let me show you, if we select all and then we click attach, this is going to attach everything. And whenever you click make it, it's really hard to see this. Let me change the color so you can see. See, the cut lines are still there, but it's all stacked on top of each other. It all gets changed to one color. And for this particular thing, we don't want that, but I will show you when you do want to use the attach option. You're going to use attach a lot whenever you're doing certain types of text. So let's click on the text tool over here, type in coffee time. I want it to be a font that is not in cursive. So I'm going to change this to a plain font. We'll come back to this because I have more to tell you about this font later. But yeah, just a plain font. Now these letters, they are grouped together. You're going to need to ungroup them if you want to move them around. So I want to keep them together and just position them where I want them to be. Now, if I was to make this without clicking attach, actually let me just show you. If we click make it, they are already attached. So now if you click on this here, you can see they're together, they're attached. If I had not attached them, the letters would move around individually, and a lot of times the words aren't even in the right order. So let's go back to the font that I actually wanted to use. Select it again, go to font. Now this font that I'm going to show you is one that I downloaded from a website that you can use them for personal uses. So I do have a lot that can be used for commercial, but this particular one is for personal use only, so you couldn't apply it to something that you sell. I'm gonna make a video talking about fonts very soon. But with these types of fonts, they're really spaced out, so you have to ungroup them and move the letters around to get them positioned where you want them to be. With this font, I'll be able to show you the difference with Weld and Attach, because once we move these letters and position them how we want them, they're going to touch and overlap. So I'm just going to do coffee real quick, just slide these letters over. If we were to just click Attach, then if you make it, they will look like they're attached, but the machine recognizes it as each letter. You still cut them. So they would all have cuts in between them. So the only way to make it to where it will cut the word in one piece is by selecting it and clicking on Weld. Now, here is something that I had to learn the hard way about Weld. Weld you cannot undo. You can click Attach and it gives you the option to detach. With Weld, if you click on Weld, there's no turning back. And well, I say that. If you click on Weld and you make the project, or you click on Weld and you want to undo it, you can, but once you save or you leave that particular project, it will not let you unweld it. So just be aware. I recommend just attaching everything, and then at the very end of your project, welding whatever needs to be welded at the very end before you make it. So that way, if you want to undo it, you can always go back and undo it. Now I'm just going to move things around, position them where I need them, make sure that all my layers are aligned, and then I will show you resizing. Now all we need to do is make it the size that we want. So if you select all, you can hit the arrows at the bottom right corner and move it to the size you want. You can also type in the sizes in the boxes up here, or click the unlock button, and that allows you to size it any way or any size that you want. I hope that this video was helpful. Definitely give me some feedback. Let me know if you have any Cricut questions, you have anything that you would like for me to show. Definitely comment that. I am going to have a lot more next video, which I'll probably post in the next couple of days. I'm going to show how I take a picture online and then turn it into a cut file, and I'm going to try my best to make it as simple and for beginners as possible. So if you are a beginner Cricut user, you definitely want to hit that notification bell and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye.